Secondary dominants are out of key chords. What is a secondary dominant? Well, let's start with a dominant. A dominant is the 5 chord in any key. So if we're in the key of C, C is right there. The 5 chord is built from the 5th note. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's G. So G major is the dominant of C. It is important to know the relationship between the 5 chord, the dominant, and the 1 chord. So the 1 chord in C major sounds like we're at home. And the 5 chord sounds like we're away from home. It's a tension chord that wants to go home, right? So it has a tendency to resolve to the 1 chord. Now if you add the 7th, the pull to the 1 chord is even stronger because of the 2 tendency notes that want to resolve. So then you get this sound. Now a secondary dominant is the dominant of another chord in the home key. So in the key of C, let's use the 6th chord. You count up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's A minor. Now if we want the 5 chord, the dominant of A minor, you go to the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is E major, resolving to A minor, the minor 2 in the key of C. Apply this to C major. So the secondary dominant is still a dominant tension chord that wants to resolve to its 1 chord. It doesn't always have to resolve home. It can go somewhere else and then make its way back home. Let's apply this to music. Here's the chorus.
Why can't you just treat me right for one time? Why can't you just treat me right for one time? Tell me who am I to you? Tell me who am I to you? Tell me.
First thing is I figure out the chord progression for each section. To do this, I start by using chords in the key. Then I see where I can fit in a secondary dominant.
Why can't you just treat me right for one time? Why can't you just treat me right for one time? Tell me who am I to you? Tell me who am I to you? Tell me.
So the chord progression, basic 1, 5, 1, 4, 5, 1 progression. There's a minor 3 in there and a minor 6 chord. So right now the chorus ends on the 1 chord and the bridge starts on the minor 2 chord.
Tell me who am I to you? Tell me, baby. Baby, I gave you more than a chance. You blew it away. You blew it away. Tell me, baby, I gave you more than a chance. You blew it away. You blew it away. Baby, it's just not gonna work. Go and tell, I said, go find somebody.
A good place to use a secondary dominant is at the beginning of a bridge because the bridge is meant to contrast the rest of the music. Since the bridge starts on the minor 2 chord, I try to land on the secondary dominant, the 5 of 2, at the start of the bridge. But the melody note there is G sharp and it doesn't sound that well with the secondary dominant.
Tell me who am I to you? Tell me, baby,
That G sharp, it clashes with the G. So no, but the melody note G sharp goes well with the G sharp minor chord. So it's
tell me who am I to you? Tell me, baby.
So what I did was end the chorus on the secondary dominant and open chord leading to its 1 chord, the minor 2.
Tell me who am I
secondary dominant into the minor 2.
Give a little bit away, give a little bit away.
The bridge progression switches between the minor 2 and the minor 6. You have the G sharp minor 7 to the minor 6, and that's a 5th chord, 5 with no 3rd. So you
Blow it away, you blow it away.
just goes back and forth between those 2 chords. We have the 5-7
Go find somebody.
and that's it basically.